Because one of the problems that we have in all comprehensive schools is that with such a broad intake, you need from the moment that children arrive to establish appropriate authority. And one of the things that teachers keep saying to me is that they can't recruit many talented people because people don't feel safe in the classroom, and they can't have their authority respected because the rules don't allow them to do what they need to do. So one of the things that we would do is we would give head teachers the right to exclude any child, which they don't have at the moment, who causes trouble, and say that child can't come back. Because at the moment that decision can be overridden by outside bureaucrats. I was talking to some head teachers yesterday who explained to me that one of them had had to exclude a child who had pulled a knife on another child, and then had been told by an outside panel of bureaucrats that he had to accept that child back. It's shattering to any notion of authority. In the same way, if you were a teacher, Ian, at school, and you felt that a child might be bringing something into school, hardcore pornography, or an iPod, which could be used to disrupt a lesson or cause trouble, and you wanted to search that child, you would have to prove that you had reasonable cause. In other words, the onus of proof would be on you, and if you wanted to do that search, you could only search their outer clothing, and you could only do it if there was another teacher of the opposite sex there as well. So that means that your ability to keep order is instantly compromised. The other thing is, if you tried to physically restrain a child at any point, if they were obstreperous or unruly, not only do you have to prove in a court of law that it was justified, in other words, the onus of proof is on you, not on the unruly child. If that child says, "Ooh, he touched me, he hurt me, he interfered with me," then you could potentially have your career as a teacher ruined. Because you will be suspended, you won't have anonymity, you won't be allowed to talk to any of your colleagues, and at the end of that process your name will be dragged through the mud, even if the case is dropped. So that's why we've said that teachers need absolute protection from that sort of nonsense. That means that they need to have their job protected, their anonymity protected, and the case against them brought within a month or dropped.